you've impressed guys pretty early here. How did you make yourself stand out with the new staff?
With the new staff, I would just say it was really my effort from day one, just believing in the system and buying into what Coach Odom was saying, just relentless effort, being a good teammate, doing all the right things. If you do all those things, then good rewards are going to come back to you.
Is it just a matter of choosing to buy in, or was there something that he said or did, the new staff said or did when they came in that helped you buy into it?
No, I would definitely say it's the system and it's their culture. Like, they hold everybody accountable, and that's the most important thing, and that's why I think we're seeing some pretty drastic changes in our team right now, is because everybody's bought into the system and everybody's bought into doing the right thing on and off the field, in school and football, making sure you're finishing every drill, and all those things are making us a better team.
Could you have envisioned this type of an ascent after you transferred here from Holy Cross? It's just a walk-on, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, though. I mean, it's always been my dream to come play at the biggest level, and I knew this is where I wanted to go. Like, I'm an Indiana guy. I went to Cathedral High School, so I love Purdue, have family members that played here, and this is definitely what I expected, big-time football and big-time program.
Did you think about coming to Purdue right out of Cathedral?
Absolutely, yeah. I always wanted to be at Purdue. I had dreams of coming here and playing Power 5 ball, but it just wasn't my route. I had to go FCS first before I could get here.
You entered the portal in the offseason and obviously decided to come back. Just what was that process like?
That process for me, with all the coaching changes and things like that, it was just a lot of uncertainty. But I always wanted to stay at Purdue the entire time when I was in the portal. I just needed to make sure I could come in and talk to whoever the new coach was. And when I sat down with Coach Odom, and he told me that no matter who you are, we're going to play the best players here. Walk-on, scholarship guy, NIL, no matter what you do, we're going to put the best football players on the field. And I knew he was telling me the truth, and I believed in what he was going to bring and the accountability that he was bringing to our program, and I knew some big changes were coming.
There were some guys who came back who needed this level of discipline and intensity this spring.
Can you ask the question one more time?
Were there guys that came back from last year's team that maybe needed this level of Coach Odom's intensity and discipline?
I think every one of us, all of us in the Purdue program, we all needed this level of intensity and this accountability. The structure that we have you're gonna see big changes this year for sure.
You've been bouncing around to a couple different spots this spring. Just is there one that you think is your best fit? What do you like about each of those roles?
I've been playing the nickel, the boundary safety. I play wherever coach needs me to play at. I learn all the spots on the defense, and I make sure that I know everything that's going on around me, what everybody's job is. So wherever Coach Odom, wherever Coach Sherrod, with Coach Clark, whatever they need me to do, I'm going to play whatever position I'm asked to play, whether that's nickel, boundary safety, field safety, whichever one. I'm going to go out of there and give it my all.
Coach Sherrod had a lot of good things to say about you. You talked about the number change. You talked about going from 46 to 3.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that your idea, or just the whole process with that?
How that went down, I was 46 when I first came in last year, and then the whole time, and then I was 46 the first couple of days. And how it went down was I was in the weight room, and I was in a plank in the weight room, and then Coach Sherrod came up next to me and was planking next to me, and then he kind of asked me, like, what numbers do you like? And then it was my goal for spring ball was I wanted to go ball out, and then I wanted to end up changing my number. So I already had a number in mind, and then once he asked me to change my number, I knew 3 was open, so I asked him for 3, and then once it was available, I got it.
Why 3?
Why 3?
Yeah.
3, to me, like, I have a brand I started at LLC. It's called Stu Smith Sports. So S3, I like the 3 S's, S3. But then the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. I just feel like there's a lot of power to that number, a lot of different things to that number. It was calling me.
Is it easy to buy in? I mean, probably easy to buy in anyway, but when you see guys from UNLV come in here and say, hey, what we're doing here works, and there's kind of proof in the pudding with the way it worked at UNLV, a place that had never won.
Absolutely. When you talk to guys like St. John and Tony Grimes, like, you understand when you go back and watch their film and you hear the things that they're saying, like, those are guys who have already been through that system, had that accountability, and you see how much development they've made in their games over the years. And then their mindset and their leadership on this team, you can tell that came from that program. And that was the same thing, same teachings Coach Odom had there are translating over here. And that's the reason I think our team looks a lot different right now at the beginning of spring ball than it did last year.
What are your thoughts on what you've seen from the quarterbacks so far?
All our quarterbacks are great. I love all our quarterbacks. I think we got a lot of talent in that room, a lot of good leaders, big arms, making the right decisions, right reads. All of them are ready to play.
Is there an arm that's impressed you more than the others yet? Who's got the most zip?
I love all my quarterbacks. Zip, like I would say, like I really like Chuba, I like Evans, I like Singleton, Meredith, Colson, all those guys. They can all spin the ball.
Who's the
I'd
leader?
say zip on the ball. To me, Evans has a lot of zip on the ball. It's just throwing motion.
Who's the leader in the secondary?
Leader in the secondary, I would say you got Manny Powell, you got Tony Grimes, you got your veteran guys. I would say I've been a voice out there as well, just getting echoing the calls. But for sure, to me, our leaders are Tony Grimes, Manny Powell.
When you come from Cathedral, you're not used to losing. How tough was last season just to go through from a mental standpoint of kind of some lopsided losses piling up on the team?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we're in a losing situation, it's definitely hard. Everyone hates to lose. I mean, I hate losing more than I love winning sometimes, which is rough. But I think there were just a lot of things that we learned from last year about, like, that was the biggest thing about, like, why we were losing, the ways we were losing, like, what led up to those losses, like, were we doing all the right things? Because the football guys weren't at that time. So I think just making sure that we're making those improvements from last year, learning from our mistakes and learning from our losses is going to be the biggest thing going into next year.
How much have you been able to take from guys like Crew Wakely and Richard Tony that have come in? And
Oh, a lot. I've learned a lot of those guys. Those are veteran guys. As I'm saying, they've had a lot of experience, played a lot of football. So I'm always getting ideas from them and bouncing things off each other. And then especially, like, it makes the communication on the field a lot easier with guys like Crew and Rich, Tony, Manny, all those older guys. Like, they have experience. So when we're out there, we get certain formations that cause us to check to certain things and getting calls. It just flows a lot easier because they have a lot of football IQ and they've been around the game for a long time.
Do you take stuff from the guys who aren't here, who went in the portal, obviously, guys who had played a lot of football for Purdue that were standout players? Dylan, Tony Stevens, guys like that. Do you take anything from having been playing behind those guys?
Absolutely. Like, especially for me, like, Thieneman was a guy, like, I've been training with. We have the same trainer, Steven Shackelford. Been training with him since the 3rd grade. And then last year, just, like, he's an All-American. When you see all the things that he was doing, it was a reason why he was All-American. So just learning from his game, watching him play, a lot of those things made it a little bit easier for me to step onto the field this year and be ready.
Anything else? Cool.